Hey guys, Merchant here. We're going to take a look at some more admin plugins for your bukkit server. Might help you out. What we're going to look at today is Worldedit. And we're also going to get one called Worldguard because they kind of go together. Again, when you're on bukkit dev, frequently you'll look something up and it won't show up. So go to projects only, click again, and there's what we're looking for, Worldedit. Excuse me. Okay. Not much information on this page. There is a wiki page, which I'll open in a minute. So we would download that. I'm pretty sure I already have a copy of it, so I'm not going to download it. There's your wiki right here. Sorry, dog's barking. There's some video tutorials. The most important thing is your list of commands. There's all your commands. The commands have a double slash in front of them instead of the usual one. So there's all kinds of stuff for making different objects and important things like a good one is, and I just saw it, where did it go? Fix water. This is a good one. Fix lava. These will, like level out pools of water or pools of lava and make them look better when they get all kind of weird looking. So, I got that. And with Worldedit, there's also Worldguard, which will allow you to add make certain areas that people well, you could set all kinds of things. They can't go into that area. You could set areas that won't allow fire, and areas that will. I think I haven't done a ton of work with these. I have set up some different areas where, like, it says you have entered this certain area, which is really cool if you want to name forests or mountain ranges and stuff like that. So we'd go ahead and download that as well. This one says it's 1.42. I think there might be a dev version of Worldguard. One of them has a dev build, one of them doesn't. I forget which one. But anyway, I'm pretty sure I have both versions already downloaded, so let's they might already be in my server. Let's take a look at the server first. Bukkit 101. Plugins. See what we got here. They're not in there, so let me try to find them real quick. Hope we don't run out of space. My computer's getting pretty full. There they are. Okay, so... Oh no, they're not in here. Great. Okay. Sorry, the video might take a little longer because I do need to download them. Hopefully that one will work with 1.45. Oh, that was it. And we got that. Okay. Downloads. They seem to be the same ones I had, so hopefully they're fine. Oh, we'll copy that over to... Sorry. This is where I'm going blind sometimes. Copy. Okay. They're in. So let's start up the server. Maybe. Let's take a look at what it's creating here. Should create. What's going on? Okay, it's still making the world there. There we go. So we got Worldedit. Let's take a look at the config real quick. To be honest, I've never really messed around with this configuration very much. Yeah, you'd have to look online and check this because I really don't know the settings on these. I would suggest leaving them on defaults. One of the obvious things I can see here that you can change is you can change what your wand item is. I believe normally it uses a wooden axe. Might be a hoe, but I think it's a wooden axe. So you could change that if that interferes with another plugin or you have some kind of problems. So take a look at the Worldguard setup. This one's a little more involved. Okay, here's your Worldguard world setup. There's all kinds of interesting stuff in here. Some of the most important things is similar to the Essentials one I showed you on an earlier video. You can block things like creeper explosion and creeper block damage, which is a good thing to turn off, so people's houses don't get blown up by creepers. You also might want to turn off TNT because hackers will try to come into your server, get control of Worldedit, put TNT in a huge area, and then try to blow it all up. They also try to just put blocks of lava everywhere. So even if you turn lava flow off, which I usually do, they can still just fill the area with lava and ruin things if they can make themselves op and get control of your Worldedit plugin, which they did on my server. I'm pretty sure they did that through a remote tool thing I had called JSON API. It's JSON API. We'll talk about that in a later episode, but I need to make sure that I have all my security settings correct on that before I start telling you guys to use that, because it may have caused me some problems. So, but sorry, I'm getting off topic. Lightning damage, and it's all pretty straightforward here. This part, anyways. Other stuff like here, I think this is if you want to use MySQL database instead of a regular file system. And we'll talk a little more about that. I want to keep going because we want to try to do some in-game stuff too. Okay, now one thing you can do with this is when you set it up, it'll give you your worlds. And the world configs, if you open them, should be blank. Yeah, they're blank. So if you copy this one, if you just copy it, and then put it over here, then you can set up different stuff for each individual world. So if you want creeper damage explosions on in one world and off in another, you can do that by individual worlds after you do that. Don't worry about that. So this is regions. This is where you're going to be adding in your regions. It's completely blank right here. And probably the best thing to do is to set up your regions in game. And all that's explained on the regions setup stuff for Worldguard. Let me show you that page. I'm going to do a tiny bit of stuff in game because I'm trying to keep these videos shorter. They've been getting too long. It would help if stuff was found easier. There. Google it is not. Alright. So right here you got the wiki. Worldguard, as it says, got some cool stuff. Okay, that's not what I'm looking for. Try Googling Worldguard regions. There we go. That's the wiki we want. So the region thing will explain all about how to use regions. and I'm not going to go through it because it's not complicated that per se. It's just that you got to look up all these commands, and I don't know them myself. Basically, you would do a region, you'd name it, you'd give it an owner, and then once you set up the region, you can do different flags, which will set up things like if you want to have a flag telling it, don't allow people to build, don't allow people to even enter that area. You can do all that stuff. So, got all that. Let's go into our server for a second here. Said Worldguard is sort of a double-edged sword. If people get control of it, they can do horrible damage. So don't give permissions out to it to just anybody. Try to keep it for yourself and ops, people that you definitely trust. Alright, let's try this. If you do just a double slash, yeah, super pick is enabled. So now if we use a pick, yeah, okay, see, it goes, well, I'm not sure if that's because I'm on creative or not. Hold on. I forget now. Anyway, there's a way to make the super pick do like huge areas. Just forget there's something with the changing the size on it. I don't want to look up the command right now. We'll try the fix water command real quick to show you guys how that one works. It doesn't want to mess up any water. There we go. Alright, now some water's messed up. Come down here, let's try this. Fix water, and we'll try this area of about 20 blocks. Boom. Filled it with water. Only up to where the water was the highest level. Can be very useful. It can also be very dangerous if you do it wrong. So, use that carefully. Check out all the other commands. Enjoy. It's great. They're both good plugins to have. You can do a whole lot with them. Later on, I'm going to talk about a plugin called Townie, where you can set up different towns, but you can actually use Worldguard to set up towns if you want. It's just that Townie allows people to like pay to set up their own town and then do set up the permissions within the town the way that they want. And this one, you'd have to set up a whole lot for them. So it's up to you. You could use both, like I do, for for different things. And I'll talk to you next time. Hope you enjoyed this. Later.